You ready to put up your time on the thing? So we can start. Yeah, let's go. All right, good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome you to the Windsor Park Sports Stadium here, the venue for this DFA Premier League matchup between Happy Bath Estate and, of course, Petro Caribbean Point Michel. It's a lovely afternoon here at the Windsor Park. And of course, given what we transpired earlier on today with all the rain and everything, of course, we're grateful for the sunny weather now here at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. Of course, my name is Gavin Richards, joined once again by Ali and Christopher. And we'll be bringing you live here this game, Petro Caribbean Point Michel versus Happy Bath Estate. And we do want to apologize for the late start in terms of the commentary. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Some 12 minutes have gone by in the first half, and the score's 0-0 at this point in time. Nothing really to shout about in terms of action in the first 12 minutes. Just Bath Estate had an opportunity on the edge of the box for a free kick, and it went wide. There, it was taken by Kenny John Baptist, and it went a little wide. But 0-0 here after 12 minutes in the first half. I want to say good afternoon to Ali and Christopher.
Yes, good afternoon once again. Good afternoon to you, Gavin. Good afternoon to all the viewers and the listeners. Once again, Gavin, it's a pleasure to be here, to broadcast this match. Earlier, or the match for earlier was called off, and we all know why. But nonetheless, we're here for match number 2, Gavin, and we're hoping to see some exciting match this afternoon. We have the Bath Estate team, Happy Bath Estate, taking on Point Michel Football Club. So we have our list E, and Gavin, if you want to start off, you can go ahead.
Well, we just want to, before we give the team news there, just an infringement, another infringement on the edge of the penalty box area. So that's the second free kick. Point Michel will be conceded in that position, and it will be Bath Estate looking to take advantage of it. I can see Carrick Walters already over the ball, and looks like a two-man wall for Point Michel. So I'll end an opportunity, well, a three-man wall looks like now, opportunity for Bath Estate to capitalize here on a set-piece opportunity.
Yeah, well, just before we started, Gavin, they had the opportunity to do so with a free kick, and, well, yes, Walters with this one, and the keeper has this one covered all the way. And we have keeper John Baptist, I believe, Akim John Baptist in goal for Point Michel. But it's another, well, this one was better than the first. We have Point Michel going on the attack now, but the ball back in defense with the Bath Estate team.
Yes, and of course, Alain, we can just quickly go through the various teams. I think I'll start with Petro Caribbean Point Michel in goal. We have Akim John Baptist. Normally, Point Michel will be, the goalkeeper would be Tafrai Eli, and we all witnessed what happened a few weekends ago when Tafrai Eli walked off the pitch in the middle of the game, and we haven't seen him since for Point Michel. So the new goalkeeper, Akim John Baptist. There's also Kiwan Tuse, Sherm Deluge, Dylan Kalai, Bert Kazimi, Jacques-Claude Millier, Perry Charles, Marcellus Rafoul, Marcus Bredas, Brian Nelsie, Daniel Dupini, Al Alexander, and Sterling Lewis. We also have Kieran Lewis, Dante Williams, Kyle Del Sol, and Jeffrey Charles. That's the lineup for the Petro Caribbean Point Michel team.
All right, and the ball seems to be out of touch, so we'll just go ahead with the Happy Bath Estate Football Club. The lineup, we have in goal Owen Oscar, we have John Gregoire, Joel Prince, Danzel Dankleben, Elijah Toulon, Darren Wade, Kelrick Walter, Kenny John Baptist, Ernil Noel, Marcellus Bonny, Anderson Lawrence, Denzel Lawrence, Anthony Frederick, Mosiah Challenger, Aaron Nicholas, Eustace Phillip, Ronaldo Riley, Ben Alexander, and Khalil too long. So that's the team sheet there for Happy Buffet State Football Club.
And in terms of the point standings for the two teams, Happy Buffet State, well, they started this round in fourth position with 20 points, and Petro Caribe Point Michel were in fifth with 18 points. So two evenly matched teams, and only 2 points separating them on the points table. And yesterday, we saw some impressive victories. We saw an 11-1 win for Promex Harlem United over Exodus FC. And then we saw LA Enterprise Bombers beating the Belfast Estate Mahosuka Strikers 3-2. And in the other match on Friday, we saw We United getting the better of Sagicor Southeast 2-0. So this is the final match for the weekend. The earlier game between Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla FC and East Central, that game was called off due to the inclement conditions at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. Of course, we were heavily impacted by rain throughout the course of the morning, and that game was scheduled for 2 o'clock, and things were not looking too bright at that point in time. So the decision was taken to call off the first game at 2 o'clock. However, the Windsor Park being a fast drying ground, superior surface, and things ready for 4 o'clock, and looks bone dry as we see a free kick coming in there. Owen Oscar goes up. He's challenged by one of the Point Michel players there, but he's able to hold on to that one. So, Alian, pitch dry conditions now at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium.
Well, of course, Gavin, as you mentioned, it's drying very quickly. So, but we'll be expecting some good football, nonetheless, with the weather earlier. So, but we have an appeal for handball, and referee Caesar says nothing doing there, Gavin. So, an appeal for handball, the Point Michel players appealing. Two of them we've seen chasing down referee Caesar, but the referee Caesar standing to his words and saying nothing doing for that penalty shot.
Yes, referee Caesar seemed to have had a good look at that one and not giving it. And the players brought down theirs. No call again, a shot there. The referee playing the advantage, and it goes for a goal kick. So two tough decisions there for the referee. Just 20 minutes into the first half here at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium.
Well, we have Joel Prince for Happy Buffet State picking up the first yellow card of the match, Gavin. So that was for an infringement we witnessed earlier, which led to the free kick. So Joel Prince is already on a yellow card, and Joel Prince plays for Happy Buffet State.
There's a shot coming in there from Marcellus Bonney, and not really troubling the goalkeeper. And Point Michel now looking to see if they can string a few passes and break down the Buffet State defense. Ball played wide to the number 12, looking to find the number 12 again on the run, and this could be trouble. Plays it across the ball, and what a miss there, Aliana. Point blank miss there. We'll have to try to make out who that player was there, but definitely a golden opportunity for Point Michel.
And Gavin, it definitely looks like Bert Casimir, the sliding striker there. He did not get a hold of the ball, but he's in the back of the net, but the ball isn't. So a missed opportunity there, Gavin, for the Point Michel Football Club to take the lead into this match and go 1 goal up.
Yes, and that was some lovely play there from Marcus Breeders, the number 12 for Point Michel, working the 1-2 and looking to play that ball across into the box. And he did so. It was a lovely cross, but Bert Casimir was unable to meet or to capitalize on that. So it's still 0-0 after some, I would say, about 22 minutes here in the first half. And Point Michel now with another opportunity. Here's Marcellus, Marcus Breeders, and he has that pass, or that attempted pass there intercepted, and Buffet State looking to launch a counter. And looking to find out the number 4, that's a Darren Wade. And his pass there was sold the player there a little short, and it's Point Michel now with it.
Gavin, it's something that I've heard over the past couple of days that when these two teams meet, that we're in for goals. So I don't know, maybe you've been into football or into viewing the games much longer than I am. So, but you'll be able to tell me that if these two teams meet today, that we might see somewhat 4 goals going in this afternoon. We're already
Well,
seeing some end-to-end
well,
stuff.
well generally, over the years, the two teams have had a history of goals between them, but the personnel, has changed. Back in the days, for example, Point Michel will have the likes of Randolph Peltier. Buffett State would have players like Coulson Benjamin, Mitchell Joseph. There's a collision of heads there, and the referee's blown for a free kick, and it will be a free kick for Buffett State. So, in the earlier days, Buffett State would have the likes of Hugo Riley, Mitchell Joseph, Coulson Benjamin, a lot of firepower. Point Michel with, Peltier and the likes. And, we don't have those names today.
Yeah.
Although there are capable players on the pitch, as you see number 13, that's Kenny John Baptist, a.k.a. Kenny G, the popular Booyah artist these days there. And making a comeback on the football field. I know he always takes his morning exercise, morning sweat, as we have the first drinks break. So 25 minutes in, we have the first drinks break. And the players will just be going off for some refreshments. So it's still 0-0 here at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. No goals yet. Yesterday we saw about 14, 15 goals in the two games.
A lot of goals.
A lot of goals. We had 12 in the first game, 11-1, and then we had 5. Yeah, so 17 goals yesterday in the two games.
Well, it is simple as that, Gavin. We had a goals galore afternoon on Saturday. It was just raining goals. I guess that's why we had
So
all the
much
showers
rain
this morning.
Yes, yes.
Raining goals on Saturday. Promex Harlem United showing no mercy to the struggling Exodus Football Club, and we might as well as tell Exodus Football Club bye-bye for the Premier League.
I know, and we just also want to let the viewers know that this is the only sporting activity taking place, well, organized sporting activity, I should say, taking place in Dominica today. Everything else was cancelled because of the inclement weather. The semi-finals at the Botanic Gardens and the Benjamin's Park, the cricket semi-finals, washed out today. We had netball activities scheduled for this afternoon. That has been postponed. And the only organized sports, to my knowledge, taking place right here at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. The second game, as we see the sun coming out in its glory. Who would have thought that we'd have ever seen the sun today, based on what we woke up to this morning. Thunder and lightning from about what time? 3 o'clock so this morning. And it went all into the early hours, 5, 6 o'clock. So still heard some thunder rolling. And I looked at one point, maybe that the opportunity, for Point Michel, but Buffett State with the numbers back and they're able to recover possession.
Well, Gavin, you mentioned about the rain and the football. I was just thinking that's the beautiful thing about football. Football can be played in the rain, but cricket you cannot do that. And unlike the other sports, like we have the netball, you want to be careful on the concrete surfaces. So that's the beautiful thing about football, Gavin.
Well, once you have a surface that drains properly, as we have an attack now, and Owen Oscar comes out, to me that a bit too much on the pass. But once you have a surface that drains properly, like we have at the Windsor Park, you can expect some sort of activities, once the showers subside. As there's an appeals for offside is not given. Number 10 player there, unable to keep possession. And it's Point Michel looking to play out from the back. Kenny G there with the interception. Back to Kelrick Walters. And back to Gregoire. And now Elijah Tula. So
Buffett just looking to kind of control the game, Gavin, looking to compose themselves, have possession, maintain the possession. So far, we've been seeing that them trying to play from the back, and yesterday we witnessed how high the Harlem team were playing. But this afternoon we're not seeing that, but we're seeing the Buffett State team looking to just maintain possession of the ball, just keep hold of the ball.
yes, and it seems to be working so far for Buffett State. And patience, generally would be their strong point. But here's another pass there. Goes all the way back to Owen Oscar. Of course, Owen Oscar, a former national goalkeeper. We have Elijah Tula on the ball. He's also a former national goalkeeper as well.
And today playing in centre-back position.
Today playing the centre-back. And normally he plays the right-back position. So it seems that Buffett State may be short of a body or two if he's into the centre-back. And looking to find Lawrence. Back to Wade, looking to find Lawrence on the 1-2. And this could open up a point Michel. In comes across there, could be trouble. Looking to find Kenny G. And point Michel with it and looking to break. And Gregoire doing some good work. And there's a tackle there, and the player trying to indicate that he took the ball. The referee says nothing doing. That's Caesar, and a yellow card for Kelrick Walters, a national player as well. Kelrick Walters, traditionally a player who made a living on the wings, and now he's adopted more or less a midfield role in this Buffett State setup.
Well, we've seen Kelrick being all over Marcus Breeder so far in this match, Gavin, and in this one you can see that the tackle not in the favor of referee Caesar this afternoon, and the second yellow card coming up for the number 7 there for the Buffett State Football Club as this free kick comes in, and it will be well met by Elijah Tula, but to the feet of Carlisle, and he sends that cross over, but the goalkeeper Owen Oscar is equal to this one. So we've seen some good football, Gavin, but it's quite a slow start this afternoon.
A slow start, yes. We're 30 minutes into the first half. We haven't really seen any, as we have another ball on the field, so we'll have a little interruption there. We haven't really seen anything to trouble either of the goalkeepers. There was this one opportunity for Point Michel that Bert Casimir was not able to get onto the end to. And here's Kenny G again with it, really pulling the strings in this midfield for Buffett State.
He's playing quite composed, I would have to say, this afternoon. He's playing very well, playing at ease.
At ease. And here's a Wade overpowered on the ball there. He goes down. He brings is a two-side. Looks like the captain for Point Michel, and the referee's blown for a free kick for Point Michel. So Alian, while the weather here in Dominica impacted sports a lot, it was bright sunshine in Trinidad and Tobago, and we saw the St. Lucia Zooks pulling off a major, well, I wouldn't want to say upset because they've been one of the informed teams, but in terms of the results, it was a brilliant come-from-behind victory. A lot of people would have written them off, having been bowled out for 92 runs. A lot of people would have said, well, there's no way St. Lucia will be winning that match. And whole and behold, it came down to the last delivery, and the Barbados Tridents needed some 6 runs off the last ball. And the St. Lucia Zooks were able to defend 92 runs. Can you imagine that?
Well, I believe, Gavin, I saw that match, and I believe the Tridents made the game look very difficult. In truth and indeed, it wasn't a difficult match for the Tridents to win, but the Zooks played well, they bowled well, they held on the runs, and I mean, all in all, it's cricket. You one day it's yours, and another day it might not be. But holding off the runs, defending 92, impressive.
Yes, and good captaincy from Darren Sammy in there, and he made some tough decisions. As we see the ball now to Anderson Lawrence, he puts up a cross there, is well defended by Point Michel, and the danger averted. Now Point Michel looking to break on the counter and looking to find, is it number 10? He's lovely tackle there in the end from Elijah Tula, breaking up that play. As Perry Charles, is it? And he's kept the ball inside. And now it's an opportunity. What will happen now? Here we go. In goes the shot and well blocked again from the Buffett State defenders. They're complaining to the assistant official as they thought the ball may have gone out. But you're always taught to play to
To
the
the
whistle.
whistle. Play to the
You did
whistle.
not hear the whistle. You have to play. You have to keep on keeping your concentration, focus on the game. And Buffett State, they broke down for a moment there, complaining that the ball went outside. There was no whistle. And Point Michel again, Alian, that's the second opportunity
Second opportunity.
that,
Yes.
that has gone a begging.
Well, they did very well to at least keep the ball, and that corner just coming in, and Oscar has this one covered. But they did very well, Gavin, in this one, trying to find a way. And number 10 for the Point Michel team, which is Perry Charles. Perry
Yes.
Charles doing very well, at least to keep the ball in play, if in fact it did stay in game.
Well, we're way up in the stands, and the person with the best view was the assistant official who was right there, and he decided it did not go out of play, so the ball did stay in play. As we have action now on the far right side, Kerrick Walters, and there's Kenny G in some space. And what's going to be the end product? Kenny G dribbles one, dribbles twice, and I think he's down as well. Referee has not stopped the play, and it's Point Michel on the attack. It will be straight to Owen Oscar. He will surely look to put this ball out of play, as it will allow now for the medics to come and check on Kenny John Baptist, a.k.a. Kenny G, who is down in the penalty area there and not happy at all.
And you can see he's complaining about something that maybe we didn't catch, Gavin. But nonetheless, he's complaining, and referee says that has nothing to do with that. Referee says that just walks away and just says, "Get up."
Yeah, Kenny G is up now without any sign of a limp or anything. So I think maybe his pride was maybe hurt there, Alian, and I think the ball should be awarded back to Buffett State in terms of the fair play. Let's see if Point Michel will be doing that. Perry Charles, yes, does so, and the ball back to Owen Oscar.
We see Point Michel starting to come into this game, Gavin. We see they're starting to make the necessary passes, the passes that are cutting the defense open there for Buffett State. So Buffett State really have to be careful now, because we see the Point Michel team starting to come into their own this afternoon.
Point Michel, they have to take the chances when they get them. So they had two opportunities, and they didn't capitalize on it. And we know how football is a very funny game. You don't take your chances. You seem to be on top for a moment, and then against the run of play, you're struck on a counter attack, and you find yourself, on the wrong end of the score sheet. We've seen that numerous occasions so far. As we have Point Michel now with it on the far left side, and player looking to cut in there. Good piece of work, find some space, but the cross in the end left a lot to be desired about that final product there in the final third. And now Buffett State with some space, as Kenny John Baptist with a good pass there finds number 4. There are two players up ahead of him. He's brought down, and the assistant officials raised his flag. It's going to be a free kick for Buffett State. Number 4, of course, Darren Wade with a quick free kick there. An opportunity now for Buffett State, and a little bit of a collision there, and the ball's gone out for a corner kick.
Well, 38 minutes gone. We're just approaching our halfway, well, not our halfway mark, but the halftime there. We're just approaching the halftime whistle for this match. Scores still locked, love all, and both teams really looking to go at each other. But the Point Michel team having the better of the chances, having two clear opportunities to go in front there this afternoon. One, we saw Bud Kazimi, well, not getting a hold of the ball as this corner comes in, and it's well met there, but the ball is on the outside of the goal.
I think a shot coming in there from the number 14 for Buffett State, and that's Denzel Dangleben. And it looks to be the left back for Buffett State. So we saw more or less a defender's attempt on goal. As we have Point Michel now playing out of the back, as a lot of teams have adopted in recent times. And that one will be flagged offside. Referee Caesar taking a little while to acknowledge the flag on the far side there, but eventually he does. And here we have Buffett State now.
And the ball with Marcellus Boney on the far end, and he looks to get some support there from Kelrick Walters. Walters looking to move forward, and the pass goes in. But this one is flagged offside, and keeper Akim John Baptist was already on his way out to stop this one, but is flagged offside. So the Buffett State Football Club looking to make some inroads, Gavin, once again this afternoon.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity there. Nice try, I would say, from Kelrick Walters. Anderson Lawrence wasn't able to time his run and just caught offside there. But the teamwork, Buffett State really getting the passes on point generally. They've given the ball away now. It's a Point Michel with another poor pass there. He was looking to find Perry Charles. That was Bert Kazimi there, and he's given away. Now here's Walters looking to find number 15. And the referee is blown his whistle. It's another offside infringement.
Well, we are seeing that the players are not being able to time their runs properly. Even on the far end, the wingers being called offside, and they need to just time their run properly. Too many offside calls so far in this encounter.
All right, and Point Michel living a little dangerously there. Ball out, and it will be a throw-in for Buffett State. And was it handball? Well, that's what our referee Caesar says. And it's now Perry Charles looking to break there. That ball takes an odd deflection there. Owen Oscar comes out. There's a bit of a collision, and I know from what I saw, Owen Oscar got ball first, and then took the man down with him. And the referee agreed with that.
It's a good attempt on a good pass, Gavin, a good attempt, and it's also a good run there from Bud Kazimi, but not Bud Kazimi. We know is not the quickest striker there is, so he couldn't meet this one. And Owen Oscar was quicker than him, quicker of his line, and he meets this one nicely, but no penalty at the end. So the score remains a love all. It's 0-0 at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. Just about 2 minutes to the halftime whistle there at the Windsor Park, as we see this ball being played down now to Anderson Lawrence, but is well defended there by the Point Michel defender, and is held up there at the far end, and the ball will now go to touch for Point Michel throw-in. Ball now thrown in. Point Michel with the ball, and the ball now with Marcellus Rafoul. But what a poor pass. I'm not sure who he tried to pass this one for. But the ball now back with the Point Michel. Well, here Oh, and he's now flagged offside once again. That's the number 15 there for the Happy Buffet State, number 15,
I believe that's
Ernil Noel.
yes.
The ball back with Point Michel. And what another poor pass. The ball now with Gregoire for Happy Buffet State, and he finds Kelrick Walters in the middle. Kelrick Walters has been having a fine game this afternoon. He finds Marcellus Bonney, but Walters looking to go all the way and all alone. And is it 1-0?
Yes, it's a
It
goal.
is
Anderson
1-0.
Lawrence with it. Anderson Lawrence with the opening goal here in the 45th minute, right on the stroke of halftime there. Kelrick Walters with the good run from the back, from the midfield area. Kelrick Walters, Point Michel, one of the defenders there made a good tackle in the end, but the ball deflected, ricocheted, and it went straight to Anderson Lawrence, and he made no mess of that, and he took advantage of it, pounced on it, and it's a goal for Happy Buffet State. And Ariane, as I was saying, Point Michel had to take the advantage of the opportunities, and look at what happened.
On the stroke of
halftime.
They're going down by 1-0, courtesy of Anderson Lawrence strike. But it's some good work from Kelrick Walter, Gavin, making that trying to run through the defense on his own, and in the end the ball getting to his striker.
Yes, it's a very good run from Kelrick Walters, and the goal from Anderson Lawrence now is what separates the two teams here as we approach the halftime break. As Elijah Tula there for a little nudge in the back on Bert Casimir, and a free kick for Point Michel. This could be the last free kick for the half. We're clearly into a stoppage time here at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium, first half. And let's see how Point Michel will be able to capitalize on it. I see Bert Casimir. I see also number 6, and that's Kiwan Tuse. Also number 18.
That's Dylan Carlisle.
So lots of opportunities for the Point Michel team. Looks like Dylan Carlisle might be the one taking this free kick. It's a good distance out. It's a Freeman wall. No, it's not a Carlisle. It's Bert Casimir. Rocket of a shot and a wide of goal. Owen Oscar allows it to go out. I think it may have taken a deflection. Yes, it did. And it's actually going to be a corner kick. So looks like it maybe took out the wall. A player in the wall on its way past the goal there, Alian.
Yeah, but it was a good attempt on goal from the free kick. Long way out, but good attempt on taking a deflection. And here is Dupini with the corner kick. And that's well met there by Marcellus Rafoul as he goes for a second attempt. The ball now back with Dupini. And Dupini looks to find Marcus Breeders. But here is the whistle for halftime. The score is 1-0 to Buffet State Football Club. There's Anderson Lawrence with the goal, Gavin. This one coming late into the first half, and Buffet State Football Club will be going down the better of the two teams by leading by a 0-0.
Well, all in all, a very entertaining half in terms of the build-ups, and we saw Point Michel with 2 opportunities. They were not able to capitalize on it, and Buffet State, they got one real clear chance and they pounced on it, and they're leading 1-0 here thanks to that goal from Anderson Lawrence. And the players are just walking off. We're going to have a 15-minute break, and I think we'll come back to this broadcast in about 15 minutes. So it's halftime here at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium, 1-0 in favor of Happy Buffet State. They're the happy team going off here at the end of the first half. All right, welcome back to the Winter Park Sports Stadium. Second half action about to get underway in this DFA Premier League matchup between Happy Buffet State and Petro Caribbean Point Michel. And we have Happy Buffet State leading 1-0 thanks to a goal from Anderson Lawrence on the stroke of halftime. And this goal separating the two teams here in what will be the final 45 minutes of football for this weekend. And the two teams will be changing sides. The Point Michel team will now be attacking the Riverside end or the Media Center end, and Happy Buffet State will be attacking the Bailey Dockroof Pavilion end or the Botanic Gardens end. And the half is underway. And 45 minutes for Point Michel to get that equalizer, possibly the go-ahead goal. As we have Kenny John Baptist now looking to lay that pass off the player slipping. That was Anderson Lawrence. And bit weighted pass from Kenny John Baptist. And it goes out for a goal kick. I want to say good afternoon once again to Alian Christopher. Point Michel looking to play out at the back.
Yeah, well, good afternoon, Gavin. We have another interesting 45 minutes of football to come our way. Point Michel taking on Buffet State Football Club, and Buffet State with the 1-goal lead at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. And we're seeing already the two teams will be looking to go at each other in the last 45 minutes there of the weekend.
Yes, and of course, little infringement there looks like number 17, is it, in the far side there. I think the referee's gone to his books as well, gone to his pocket, I should say, and has booked the player for that offense. So Point Michel will have a set-piece opportunity there.
Well, interesting things, Gavin. Just taking a look at at my little notes. All the cards for this afternoon has gone to the Buffet State football team. So Buffet State football team a little bit not so disciplined.
Well, let's hope that this doesn't come back to haunt them later on in the match, as I believe that's two set over that ball, and here comes a crossing there, and player goes down. There's no appeals for penalty, and it will be a throw-in for Point Michel. It's taken rather quickly, and there's a Carlisle looking to see if he could go forward. The ball played back to Miller. And a bit of collision there coming together. And the referee's blown his whistle, and it's going to be a free kick for Point Michel.
Well, Point Michel will have some work to do in the second half. They're trailing by a goal to nil. They'll have some work to do to at least look for the equalizer and maybe the go-ahead goal. But on the attack, they have shown us they can attack this afternoon, but not finding the ball in the final third to at least put it in the back of the net. We saw Bert Casimir looking to get an easy tap-in, but that was in the first half, and he missed the ball completely, but Bert Casimir was in the back of the net. But nonetheless, Point Michel, the game stayed a love all at that time. But they've shown us that they can attack. But it's the Buffet State team with the goal this afternoon.
Well, very interesting in terms of the points table, Alien. A win for Buffet State today will give them 23 points, and it'll put them in a tie for second place with We United.
Yes.
And they'll be only 4 points behind the league leaders and defending champions, Surgical South East. So a lot to play for, and of course the title not decided yet. We still have some 6 matches to go at the end of this one. So a lot of points still up for grabs, and it's still anyone's title as Point Michel now. And looks like Gregoire was it. And there's a player down for Point Michel, but referee allows play to continue. And Point Michel will probably put that out of play. Yes, they do, so that the official can attend to, and also the medics can attend to the player that's down. on the other side of the pitch. So just about 5 minutes gone in this second half, as we have a little stoppage in play. So there's a player down, can't make out who that player is from the distance.
Believe it is number 10, Perry Charles, the Point Michel player, down on the far side. Number 10 it is, yes, Perry Charles.
And clearly he's in some discomfort there. He's taking a serious knock. He'll probably try to shake it off on the sidelines. I've not seen any activity on the Point Michel bench to suggest that they will be making a substitution. So
there's certainly some activity on the bench for Bath State. I've seen Anthony Frederick warming up so far on the far end. And as we resume play here at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium, the ball with Point Michel. Daniel Dupini on the far end, but looking to make a pass, and Anderson Lawrence cuts this one off. The ball now back with Bath State. Here's Walter. Walter goes wide, and there's a cross coming in, and there's a man looking, but he cannot make this one, Gavin, and it's too long and too hard for him.
Yeah, a bit too much on that pass there for Ernest Noel, number 15. And play resuming rather quickly. Point Michel looking to play out of the back is intercepted there. Here's Wade who lays it off. And this one could be some trouble. Pass there for Walters. And he takes a shot, hits the side net in a spectator's goal. And the ball goes out for a goal kick. But Kelrick Walters on the end of that, lovely pass there, looking to beat the goalkeeper on his near post. And he struck the side netting, and it went out for a goal kick. So Point Michel once again playing from the back.
And they're indeed a little bit sloppy in defense, allowing that pass, in fact, to get to Kelrick Walter. And here is Bud Kazemi on the run, but is well held up there by Elijah Toulon in defense. And the referee calls for an infringement, and the ball goes now the way of Bath State Football Club. So Bud Kazemi not being able to overpower Elijah Toulon there.
Lovely work there from Elijah Toulon in the end. You know, he's normally used as a fullback, playing the centre-back position for this game, and holding his own so far. Here's Kerrick Walters winning the ball back for Bath State. Is played to Elijah Toulon, who finds Wade, and looking to find the player there on the far side. It's given away, but recovered by Bath State, and given away again. It's now Point Michel. And the player there, lovely recovery, and now it's Walters, Kerrick Walters. And there was a Kenny John Baptist trying to find the player there, but able with it. Walters shipped up for a shot, and here it comes, off the side netting, and it's a goal. It's a goal, and let's see who scored that one there now. You can see the celebration. We haven't seen the number yet, but lovely work once again from Kelrick Walters, number 10. So it's Anderson Lawrence with it. That's his second goal. So like in the first half where we saw Kelrick Walters with that amazing run, and Anderson Lawrence is able to score. We saw now Kelrick Walters with a shot from deep, from distance. It beat the diving goalkeeper there for Point Michel. That's Akim John Baptist. It hit the woodwork, and it fell straight back to the feet of Anderson Lawrence. And he wasted no time with that. Slammed it into the back of the net. And it's now Point Michel down 2-0 here. Happy Bath State really motoring on. They're up 2-0 here at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium.
Well, Gavin, that's what a striker is supposed to do. He was in the right place at the right time to pounce on that ball and gives his team the 2-goal lead just a few minutes after the restart for the second half. And Anderson Lawrence has a brace already in this match, and we have a long way in this match to go. We have some time in this match. A lot of football to be played. As we see the ball now with Point Michel, and the player looking to get out of his own half. As we've seen so far, Point Michel looking to play from the back so many times in this match. But the Bath State Football Club team, they are up to the task. pressing, well, not so very much, but pressing when they need to. And the ball now with Kelrick Walters, and he goes for the pass on the far end. The ball with Marcellus Boney. Well, Marcellus looking for some support. He makes a pass, but a poor one indeed, but the ball well recovered there by Kelrick Walters. It's Marcellus looking on the far end for Joel Prince. Prince goes for the cross, but the ball will go off for a throw-in.
And we can see looks like Kenny John Baptist signaling to the bench. Not too sure what's the reason for that, but play back and looking to find Prince. Is giving it away. It's now Bud Kazimi. And goes past Elijah Tula. And his Point Michel now. Lovely work there in the end, breaking up that pass, but the danger not averted. Opportunity now for Point Michel on the far side. And in goes across, and it's going out for a goal kick. So Point Michel, as we approach the the hour mark, I should say, they have their work cut out for them. I mean, it's not over until it's over, but 2 goals down. And here's Baptiste again on the attack. Anderson Lawrence looking to lay it off Kenny John Baptist, and not able to do so. It's Point Michel.
Well, Gavin, I might as well just say it looks like Kenny John Baptist is struggling for fitness there, as this player there, Bert Kazami, flagged for offside. But Gavin, Kenny John Baptist looks to be a little bit tired, not as fit as maybe he used to be before. And Windsor Park is a big ground, and running up and down in this place, you can really get tired quickly.
I noticed he's been signaling to the bench for a while. It could be for a substitution, and yes, it looks so, as you can see on the far side, the official there signaling that there's about to be a substitution. It looks like also it's one for Buffett State, and I can see Kenny John Baptist making his way off the field. And he'll probably be replaced by Anthony Frederick. Looks like it's Anthony Frederick. Yes, it is. On the far side will be coming in. So that's all for Kenny G. About an hour's work, or just less than an hour's work here. And Buffett State seems to be making another substitution as well. But on comes Anthony Frederick. Number 15 is making his way off the field as well. Number 15 is Ernil Noel. And there's a player coming on there. Can't really make out who that player is.
Well, Gavin, it's a little bit difficult to see the number.
And number 9 seems to be coming in as well. Well, that was maybe Anthony Frederick. But anyway, we have a play underway. Here's the first touch from Frederick, a bit heavy there. And it's Buffett State will have to come again. Here's a Frederick with his second touch. And laying that ball off there. Looking to find number 3 there. Looks like Mosiah Challenger. Yes. That's a player who just came on. Mosiah Challenger, otherwise known as Steely, a former youth national player, and the son of one of the goalkeeping greats, Courtney Challenger.
Ball with Point Michel, the captain there, Kiwan Tuse, doing some great work, finding some help on some support. But the ball back with Marcellus Boney for Buffett State, and it's been hustled down by Marcellus Raful. And the free kick goes the way of Point Michel. So if you're just joining us, Point Michel Football Club, nil, Buffett State, well, happy Buffett State 2. So that's how it stands here this afternoon. Anderson Lawrence with both goals for happy Buffett State, as Point Michel with the ball looks for some support, and he gets it there with Kiwan Tuse. Kiwan Tuse looking to play that ball across goal, but well defended there by Elijah Toulon. And Anthony Frederick looks to go away with it, but the ball now played back. And Bert Casimir chases this one down, and there's a shout for penalty. And what does referee Cesar do? And he has pointed to the sport, having it looks to be a penalty. And Point Michel has been awarded a penalty there. Bert Casimir fouled in the box there by Owen Oscar. So the Point Michel team will have their chance to
that was a reckless challenge from Owen Oscar, and clearly not showing his experience. Owen Oscar, of course, a former national goalkeeper. The player, Bert Casimir, was heading away from the goal, almost towards the touchline, posing no threat to the goal, and Owen Oscar decided to put in that reckless challenge, and now he's considered a penalty. Will he make amends for it and come up with a save? As it looks like Kalai. And here comes the kick, and it's well saved by Owen Oscar. So making amends for it. Owen Oscar guessing right, and he came up with that big save there, and to preserve his clean sheet.
Gavin, like you said in the first half so many times, when you get the opportunity to score, you have to take them because your opponent can come back and haunt you. And Dylan Carlisle making a mess out of this penalty there with Owen Oscar stopping this one. And the ball with Bath State, there's Anderson Lawrence on this one, and he goes for Mosiah Challenger, who gives chase, but he has to give up. He's not so quick anymore.
Yeah, Mosiah Challenger probably had to roll back the years on that one. You know, he's not as young and springy as he used to be.
Yes.
And, of course, I remember back in the early days, he was playing more of a fullback position. I see now that he's on the wing for Bath State. As here he is, there is applying a little pressure. But it's a Point Michel now with it, looking to break. Tackle there, ball intercepted. Derwin Wade trying to get to it. And a lot of bodies going to the ground as a ball now played to Mosiah Challenger. And a poor pass there from Challenger. It's given away. It's now Point Michel. And that was coming together. The player is down. Referee is taking a look at it. He's signaled for play to go on. And there's another player going down. Nothing doing, says the referee. So physical stuff here at the stadium. And here's an opportunity now for Point Michel. As Bath State again up to the task. So the Bath State defense really doing well so far.
Yeah, well, this one was well recovered there by John Gregoire. And we have Anthony Frederick with free in support. And he goes for Anderson Lawrence, who is on a hat-trick. Anderson goes alone, goes for glory, Gavin, but puts it well over the bar. Should he have just passed that back to at least, for an easy tapping? That would have been the better option. But Bath State, the score still remains 2-0, as we still have the player,
we have
Joel, two players down. Joel Prince, I believe, is one of them.
Well, Anderson Lawrence there had an opportunity to really put the final nail in the coffin there.
To put the game to bed.
Put the game to bed. He opened up his body looking to use that left foot, or that right foot, I should say, and curl it in the top far corner there, but couldn't get enough placement, enough control under it, and the ball went sailing over the crossbar. And Bath State missing out on that opportunity to go 3-0 up here, as we have 2 players down. Prince, as you said, and the other player.
That's Derwin Wade.
Derwin Wade, number 4. Derwin Wade was having a very good game in the midfield for Bath State. And I'm seeing some activity on the sidelines. Looks like Bath State are going to be making a change. Also Point Michel as well. Looks like Point Michel might be making a change as well. All right, so still little break in play. The referee now signaling for the resumption. Point Michel with the possession playing from the back. And another opportunity now looking to lay that off there. It deflected off challenger. And Bert Kazimi went to ground. He won a quick free kick, or won a free kick, which he took quickly. And here's Point Michel again. A bit of a shove there, nothing given by the referee. Point Michel is Mosiah challenger in the right place at the right time. A touch there from Anderson Lawrence. It looks like let him down, but it's gone out for a throw-in for Baffin State.
Earlier said Gavin, Point Michel are going to have to work hard in the second half. And as we can see, Baffin State adding to their lead 2-0. So Point Michel have a lot of work to do, as we see Marcellus Boney on the go now, and he goes for goal, but just wide of the right post there. And it looks keeper John Baptist had this one well covered compared to the last attempt on his goal.
But it was a good run there from Boney. He cut in. Well, we'll get back to that in a little while because we have Anderson Lawrence now with it, lays it off for number 9, who's looking to find Wade. Is Bonnie now with it in the box? In takes a shot and scooped up there by the goalkeeper Akim John Baptist. Probably one of the easy saves that he would have to make this afternoon. And there's a challenge there. That's referee Caesar did not appreciate, and he's blown the foul there on Kelrick Walters. Point Michel now playing that on the far right and gone out for a throw-in. So time is starting to become the enemy there for Point Michel. They have about 24 minutes left in this encounter plus stoppage time to try to get 2 goals to at least earn a point. As it stands, Baffin State with that 2-0 lead, they will be moving into a tie for second place in the point standings, just 4 points behind the league leaders, Surgical Southeast. And we will be in for a thrilling conclusion to this DFA Premier League with 6 games to go, and only 4 points separating some of the teams there. And there's a player there who seems to have gotten a shot to the face. It didn't look to be intentional, so the referee has kept his card in his pocket for the time being. Looks like it's Kerrick Walters. Actually, he's going to his pocket. He's gone to it and he's given, is it number 10, 19? Number 19, a yellow card. Number 19 for Point Michel is Brian Nelsie. So he's got into the official's book.
Gavin, I heard you mentioning that we're going to have an exciting conclusion to the DFA Premier League. It's not a one-team race. It's not a one-horse race there for the conclusion. So it's a good thing. It's we're going to have a lot of teams vying for this title in the 2020 conclusion of the DFA Premier League.
Yes, and with 5 more games to go, that's at least 5 more weeks of football, 5 more weekends. So lots of, we have at least a month and a plus to go. As we have Baffin State now looking to find Wade, looking to do the 1-2 there, but that pass from Wade just a little too heavy, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Of course, we have a lot of viewers tuned in right now. Michel, Baggio, Joseph locked in. A number of Baffin State supporters are tuned in as Point Michel, and he'll be offside there. That's Bert Kazimi. So it's going to be a free kick for Buffet State. So a bit disappointing, but Casimir's in that offside position there. Alian, they have to do a lot better than that point, Michelle. These are unforced errors, can come back to
Hunt, yeah.
work against them.
But we've seen that a lot for the afternoon, a lot of offside calls for the afternoon as we see referee Caesar go into his official on the far end. We're not sure what has happened there. We're not sure what they're going to be talking about, but they're in a discussion, Gavin, and when you see the referee and his official meets up, it's sometimes you never know. The referee might just be coming to one of your players to brandish a card, and he's walking away. Well, it doesn't seem like nothing serious. So referee Caesar is back onto the field.
All right, so resumption there. 2-0 Buffet State. Here's Anderson Lawrence on it. He's brought down. And we can see the player remonstrating there that should have earned him a card. No, says Caesar, referee Caesar. And now he's going to his pocket. So that player now getting a card. It looked like he had escaped it, Alian, but he kept on with his descent to the official, and it gave the official no choice but to put him into his book.
And referee now speaking to Bert Kazemi and Marcellus Raful, trying to plea for his player. So Marcus Bredas, number 12, receiving that yellow card for dissent. Referee Caesar had, most likely just let it pass by, but Bredas had getting none of it, and dissent gets a yellow card for dissent as Bert Kazemi goes on this one.
But I'm not too sure what was the case for Bredas. I mean, it was a clear, obvious foul on Lawrence, and he literally earned himself a yellow card.
Yes.
Having gotten away. As there's some pushing and shoving again. There, Kenrick Walters looking to shadow that ball, and the player there for Point Michel a bit doing a little bit too much. Free kick for Buffet State.
Well, the Point Michel team are looking a little bit frustrated now, Gavin. They have themselves to blame, missing opportunities, and now the Buffet State team have doubled their lead, and they're now looking a little bit frustrated, the Point Michel team.
Well, that's the way the football goes, as that pass there. Poor control from the number 11 player. He goes down, and we could hear the screams of agony from all the way up in the pavilion. And the referee not giving a free kick for that. That's number 11, Denzel Lawrence, who went to ground. Still trying to plead his case. But our referee sees not having anything to do with it. Whoever is given a free kick somewhere else on the field.
Buffet State in possession, looking to play from the back. The ball now with challenger near us, Gavin, just below us. The ball now with Elijah Tula, and Elijah looking for Denzel Lawrence. And Denzel Lawrence not being able to collect this one as Kalil gets it. And the ball with Mille. Mille has been fouled there by Denzel Lawrence. So Point Michel will restart with a free kick, and we'll be looking to play from the back. We've seen them trying to do that so many times this afternoon. And here is another poor pass, another poor example of how, they've been playing for the afternoon, the Point Michel team.
Well, I'm just looking at the formation for Buffet State. It looks like Mosiah Challenger has dropped a little deeper. He's now almost like a fullback. And we have Anderson Lawrence, who has 2 goals. He's taking up that position on the right wing for Buffet State. But here's Point Michel. And looking to lay that off there, but broken up there by number 6, Marcellus Bonney. And it will go out for a throw-in for Petro Caribe Point Michel. So just about 15 minutes left, and they seem to be having a stoppage.
And it's time against Point Michel Gavin, and when they miss the opportunities, like you said earlier, time will be your enemy later on in the match. And if it's 15 minutes and then you're 2 goals down, it will take a miracle now for Point Michel to get the equalizer and maybe get the go-ahead goal. We've seen in the past they came 3 goals down to level with, I believe, the Sagicor South is the defending champions. So we might just be in for something.
Well, we're having the final drinks break for the afternoon. Just 15 minutes to go in this encounter. 15 minutes left for Point Michel to get 2 goals, so at least to get a point from this matchup. Time really against them. I wonder what the message would be from the Point Michel coach, Ray Charles, to his team, at this point in time.
Well, they definitely need to show a bit of urgency. They are not playing like they want to at least get a goal or want to at least level the proceedings. Playing a little bit lackluster, if I should say, as we see Owen Oscar still there having some discussions with referee Cesar, but maybe about some possible challenges that have gone on the field of play. But the Point Michel team will definitely need to step up the game for the remaining 15 minutes in this encounter as we begin to see the lights fading slowly but surely fading. And just 15 minutes, 2 goals to the good Baffin State Football Club.
I'm taking a look up to the east, looking into the Rosa Valley, and it's clear as day. Didn't think I would see this today at all. As Point Michel now, there's a tackle there, and he's gone out for a corner kick. But lovely weather up in the Roseau Valley area. Barely any clouds. Can you imagine that, Alian? Just a few hours ago, we were under the waters from a tropical wave.
Mm-hmm.
And now everything is pretty clear. As we have a corner coming in. And that settles nicely. Goes over the crossbar there. The player holding his head in disbelief. And that was a good attempt, nice attempt there. Although it would have always been difficult to score from that distance out, especially with the number of bodies in the box there. But good effort nonetheless.
Yeah, we see Owen Oscar going up for this one. Looked untroubled for my part, but that one going well over as we have some activity on the far end. 2 players ready to come in for Baffin State Football Club. So we have 2 fresh legs. Baffin State sending fresh legs up onto the field. The number 10, Anderson Lawrence, going off. Not sure who are the players coming on, but we have number 16 for Baffin State Football Club coming on.
Eustace Phillip.
Eustace Phillip. And we also have some activity on the bench there for the Point Michel Football Club. Marcellus Raful goes off, and the number 4 there. Number 4 comes in. That's number 4 for the Point Michel team coming in. That's Al Alexander.
Right, so both sides looking to freshen things up a little bit. Point Michel looking or hoping that the fresh legs could provide a little spark as they look to get onto the score sheet there. 12 minutes to go in this encounter. Here's a touch there for Eustace Phillip, who's just come in. And a lovely pass there, and the player is brought down. This could be trouble now. It's Miller who's brought down Lawrence. And what's going to be the decision? Any cards involved or anything? Nothing so far from referee Caesar.
Gavin is going to his pocket
now. Yes.
Yeah, it's a yellow card for Miller, for the Point Michel defender.
So referee Caesar taking his time, doing his housekeeping first, and then went out to his pocket, then reached to his pocket to card Miller. And Miller with a yellow card. Lucky to get that yellow card there. I believe he was also the last man. That could have been a little problem there for Point Michel. But Baffin State now with an opportunity. You can see Mosiah Challenger and also Anthony Frederick over this one. And it's it looked like something that they practice in the training ground, but that pass from Anthony Frederick was a little bit too heavy, and also it asked a lot from Mosiah Challenger.
Definitely.
But we definitely could see what they were working on there. The ball has gone out to be a throw, and it will be possession for Buffett State. So Buffett State 2 goals up. One would expect them now to try to keep the ball for as long as possible. The clock is in their favor. Maybe knock the ball around in the back and just try to keep Point Michel off it as much as possible. And lovely work there. And here's a challenger with that through ball now. Looking to find Eustace Phillip, and a tackle there from the number 14 player for Point Michel. That's Miller. Although he was in a yellow card there.
It's good defending from Miller. Well, on this one, once again, good defending from Miller. But Buffett State with the throw in the ball now with a challenger looking to run across, and he tries to lay off a pass there for Anthony Frederick, but the ball back with Point Michel. And Gavin, Buffett State looking to turn up the heat in the dying moments of this one, as Point Michel are kept in their own half for quite a little while. The ball going for a through, and Bert Casimir looking to let Perry Charles on the run.
And that's going to be another booking for Elijah Tula. Clearly for some descent there. He didn't feel that he did enough for that to be warranted a foul. He maybe felt that Bert Casimir went to ground a little too easily there. And discipline. The main problem for Buffett State, as here we have an opportunity now for Point Michel. They have the bodies forward, and here comes a feeble shot that Owen Oscar will easily collect, and he throws it out on the far side there. Now it's a Buffett State. With it, the ball seems to have gone out of play, and a throw in for Point Michel. So 8 minutes and stoppage time to go here at Windsor Park. Buffett State leading 2-0 thanks to 2 goals from Anderson Lawrence. On either side of the half, he scored at the stroke of halftime to give them the 1-0 lead, and very quickly after the resumption of the second half, he pounced on a rebound there. And it's Point Michel now looking to see if they can rebound and get 2 goals in 8 minutes. And there's some good work there from Challenger, who's dropped a little bit deeper. And now it's looks like it's Perry Charles, and what a tackle that was. And it looked like ball to me. And it doesn't seem that referee Caesar is in agreement with what we saw. But it looked like it was a ball to me, Alian. What do you think?
But it looked ball, Gavin. It looked all ball, but referee Caesar, the man in the middle, may have seen something different. I mean, we are all the way up. We can see different. But the good thing is he hasn't gone to his pocket. No booking for.
Well, he takes his time.
He takes his time.
He takes his time before he goes to his pocket.
Well, that's more than enough time. I mean, he does his housekeeping, and well, let's just say, Mosiah, you're not yet out of the woods, but
okay,
we see.
Well, it seems so now.
We see a Freeman Wall, Oscar trying to line this one up, and we have young Bredas over this one, and we know that Bredas can hit it as well. But what will happen there as they're setting up for this free kick? We have Mosiah in the middle, along with Walters and the other player there in the center. So a Freeman Wall, Gavin, and Owen Oscar looking at this one.
Let's see what's going to be. Looking to curl it there, and Owen Oscar quickly off his line, scooping that one, and he sets Buffett State off. Here's Lawrence now, looking to see what he can do. He should have passed the ball. That would have been the better option, but at least he's kept the possession for Buffett State. 6 minutes to go plus stoppage time. And Buffett State with the ball and looking to add to that lead. And this could be some trouble now. as Eustace Philip, and that ball going there to the goalkeeper. Not that much trouble for Akim John Baptist.
Well, that was easy for Akim John Baptist to handle. Easy as daylight.
But
As we have
Anthony
Anderson.
Frederick now
Yeah.
on the, and you can clearly see what Frederick is now looking to do. He's looking to keep the possession and keep it near the corner flag. And now no rush to take the throw in. So finally some clock management, game management being employed by the Buffalo State team. And player kicking the ball away there, luckily not to enter the books of the official.
Well, Gavin, we can say, thank God we haven't got our good
Yeah,
friend
obviously.
in the middle this afternoon. When you kick that ball away, you might as well just receive your marching orders or
yes.
your yellow card. But we have referee Cesar in the middle and Point Michel in possession. And the ball now with number 16 for Point Michel, and he looks for the number 9 there. I believe that's Kieran Lewis there for Point Michel, and Bert Kazemi has been fouled there. And
Fouled there by Kelrick Walters.
yeah, but Gavin, interestingly, the Point Michel player number 16 wanted the play to go on, and referee Cesar had already blown his whistle. So we have what, 5 minutes? Well, less than 5 minutes now. It's 4 minutes in this match we have, and
I think that pretty much sums up the afternoon
Yeah.
for Point Michel. No pressure there, a free kick, and Perry Charles not able to get onto the end of that. And it's a throw-in for Buffalo State, and they're looking to play from the back, given away there by Challenger. And here's the Bud Kazimi now on it. And good work in the end from the Buffalo State defense. And now it's to Frederick, looking to play in Philip. And this could be trouble. Philip with a lovely cut in there now. And he goes to ground. He's clutching his leg. The ball's gone out of play. It looks to be a serious injury there. The referee immediately calling for the medics.
well, you saw the way he landed, Gavin. He must have landed pretty hard, so in some discomfort there at the moment. But a lovely break there. Eustace Philip leading that break, but not finding the right support. And we can see Eustace looking, well, he's up now. Looks to be okay. Just fell a little too hard on this one.
All right, so under 3 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Time really running out now for Petro Caribbean Point Michel, and to further compound things, the ball is deep into the half of the Point Michel team, and it's a throw-in for Buffalo State. It's Challenger with it, and he's giving it away, so good pressure from Point Michel, forces the turnover. But they have to try to get the ball upfield as quickly as possible. And here's a bit Kazimi with it. And taking a deflection of Kazimi, and it will be a throw-in for Buffalo State. Kazimi is not happy with the decision. And the Challenger takes that throw back to Elijah Tulo, who's playing it back all the way to his goalkeeper, Owen Oscar. Of course, Owen Oscar had that big save, denying Point Michel from that penalty kick there, and that really helped things along for Buffalo State. As here's another attack, and looking to play that ball there a little too heavy, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Point Michel needs to show some sort of urgency to get that ball down the field. We have just about a minute to go plus a stoppage time, and I don't think there will be too much stoppage time.
I don't think so at all.
We didn't see any major stoppage in play, and the ball given away again. And well, that pass there from Eustace Philip, a bit too much for Anthony Frederick. But Point Michel really struggling to get that ball upfield. And the Buffalo State now just taking their time, knocking it around. There, no hustle to get that ball away. And we're seeing Elijah Tula now with it. He was hurried there. That should have been a foul not given. And now the player goes down. The referee will definitely be going to his pocket for that one.
And Gavin, we've seen a lot of ill discipline this afternoon. Well, more or less in the second half, both teams fouling each other a bit more in the second half as the referee calls for the medics there for Marcus Bredas, who looks to be.
And look at Marcus Bredas with his. And isn't he on a yellow card already?
Yes, Marcus Bredas is already, and for dissent also, Gavin. He is on a yellow card for dissent. You could see disgusted about something there, but
the referee didn't go into his book, or into his pocket to book the Buffalo State player for the challenge.
Well, referee Caesar looks to be calling Bredas over, but Bredas has walked off the field on the far end.
There's a yellow card for the Buffalo State player, where Bredas had to leave the field because I think the medic came on to attend to him. And there's a red card as well, so that's a second yellow for who is it? Who's getting the red card? Looks like Kelrick Walters seems to be going off the field, so 2 yellows for Kelrick Walters. Did he have a yellow card at first?
Yes, Kelrick was already on a yellow, yeah.
All right, so
but I'm not sure
second booking. So he's received his marching orders. So Buffalo State down to 10 minutes down to 10 men for this stoppage time period. And Bredas is still off the field. He only had to leave the field because the medics came on. He has an opportunity there now. Poor free kick, and Owen Oscar will come up and collect that one there. So Buffalo State now looking to see if they can capitalize. Ball played there to Lawrence. Lawrence has Philip with him. Philip had to time his run. Lawrence takes a shot. It's spilled there by the goalkeeper. And wow, goes out for a corner kick. So Buffalo State will definitely be enjoying this here now. A chance to take some more seconds off the clock. But our goalkeeper, Akim John Baptist, making a mess of what should have been a routine save. And it's in the corner for Buffalo State. They're taking it short and no hustle. But here's a lovely pass now. It's Anthony Frederick, open on goal, across the goal, and this will seal the deal. Anthony Frederick with the third goal here this afternoon. And despite being down to 10 men, it's Buffalo State getting that other goal. And that definitely will be curtains for MIchel this afternoon.
Yeah, well, that's a well-worked goal, Gavin. We saw it coming from the corner, and a beautiful 1-2 there with his teammate and Anthony Frederick making no mess of this one, putting this one into the back of the net. But Gavin, just a little earlier, the red card went to number 14, Denzel Dangleben. So we still have Kelrick Walter on the field. Kelrick Walter is on the field. He did not receive that red card, and it's Denzel Dangleben, number 14, getting that red card there in the dying moments of the game.
Well, I just saw referee Caesar take a quick glance at his watch, so we could be getting the final whistle anytime from now. We're into 3 minutes into the stoppage time, and the score 3-0 for Happy Buffalo State, despite being down to 10 men. They're the ones who got that other goal there. Good finish there from Anthony Frederick. As the ball has gone out of play. Or was it no? It's a free kick. And that's the final whistle. 3-0 in favor of Happy Buffalo State here at the Winter Park Sports Stadium. 2 goals coming from Anderson Lawrence, and the third goal in stoppage time from Anthony Frederick. And the Happy Buffalo State, the happy team here this afternoon at the Winter Park Sports Stadium. With the win, they've moved into a tie for second place with 23 points. And they're just trailing the league leaders, Sagicor Southeast, by 4 points at this moment. So, Alian, a very interesting game in the end. Bath State 3-0 winners here this afternoon.
Yeah, very interesting game, a very good one there this afternoon. Earlier we did not have the first game, but Bath State and MIchel really putting on a show. Well, Bath State, the one putting on the show, 3-0 winners. Anderson Lawrence with a brace, and in the dying moments of this one, we have Anthony Frederick getting in on the act as well. So we see for this weekend, Gavin, we had a lot of goals, 20 goals scored for this weekend. We had an 11-1 win yesterday by Harlem United, and then we had a 5-goal thriller in the second match yesterday between Bombers and the Soka Strikers, and here we are this afternoon, 3-0 winners for Bath State Football Club. So that should really tell you a very interesting weekend of football at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. Goals galore weekend, we should call it.
Yes, goals galore. So on behalf of the entire production team, of course, I want to thank you for viewing this game. We're looking forward to the next time we'll be on, where we're going to resume with the DFA Premier League. It's coming down to the wire. 6 games left and only 4 points separating a number of the teams. So on behalf of everyone, I'm Gavin Richards saying a good evening and thanks for viewing.